You know what? They got me to say it once. I'm not doing it again. What's up, you guys? This is Caleb Salvatore here. I'm here for Drunk Media. Hootie hoo. Fuck you, Zach. I'm here for Drunk Media. I'm here to read the news for you guys again. But before we do that, let's give a shout out to our sponsors. Have you ever tried CBD or hemp buds? Well, we got a great deal for you. Use discount code DRUNK, that's DRUNK, at NorthSpokaneCBD.com. Spokane is in Spokane, Washington. Again, that's NorthSpokaneCBD.com. And you can get 15% off your order. NSCBD offers pesticide-free, high-quality, third-party tested cannabis derived from CBD products. You won't get any of that nasty stuff here. So remember, discount code DRUNK. Again, that's D as in dog, RUNK, for 15% off at NorthSpokaneCBD.com. Might as well plug my shit too. Go like my podcast, Bread and Circuses by Big Bill Media. That's always fun. Let's see here. So anyway, I'm here to read the news. Let's see what articles they sent me. You're going to find out the same time I did, all right? First article, Beijing dismisses Taiwan voters' rebuke over its claims to island. Taipei, an emphatic rebuke from Taiwanese voters against China's authoritarian influence drew disdain in Beijing, prompting some in Taiwan to brace for greater coercive measures from the Communist Party. Sorry, it's been a long day. Taiwan's leader, President, not reading that, secured re-election on Saturday with 57% of the vote and a record tally of nearly 8.2 million ballots. Yeah, that wasn't rigged. A resounding endorsement of her pitch to defend the island's democratic freedoms against encroachment from China, which claims Taiwan as its territory. Opinion polls suggest that missized decisive win stemmed in large part from widespread sympathies for anti-Beijing protesters in Hong Kong, which energized Taiwanese opposition against China's efforts to cajole and coerce. Cajole? I'm Italian, y'all. You got to remember. Cajole! And I say it with my hands like that. Where was I at? I told coerce the self-ruled island into accepting unification with the mainland. So basically what's going on here, fuck this, I'm putting that down, is China wants to rule the motherfucking world. They want to take over basically, actually that's a racist joke. They might get mad at me for telling. I was going to say basically China wants to be in charge of anyone with slanted eyes. But we're not going to say that. We're going to pretend I didn't. I mean, they're out of control. We talked about it. We had another comic, Ben Webb, on our show the other day. We talked about like the Hong Kong protesters and how there's like underground religions. It's fucking out of control. Like shit that we talk about in as bad is an everyday thing over there. Like you look at like police brutality here. You see a guy get shot or the shit kicked out of him by cops, and it's a bad deal, right? Nobody's saying that's a good thing. I mean, I'm against it more than anybody, but like that's an everyday thing over in China. I mean, you just can't comprehend being like, you know what? Like I seen a picture of a guy the other day on top of a university with a bow and arrow. Like imagine being like, you know what? Fuck this. I am going, like I've been so deprived, so raped in my freedom and individual liberty that I'm willing to pick up a bow and arrow and fight people with guns. And I think it just more goes to show about gun control, but you already know my opinions on that. All gun laws are infringements. So we'll move on to the next one. Here we go. Spartacus. Cory Booker dropped out of the 2020 presidential race. I'm going to be honest with you guys. Until they sent me this article, I had no idea he was still in it. So it looks like the Democrats are just all old white people now, which is kind of cool, unless you count the 156th Native American, Elizabeth Warren. Let's read here. For almost 2 decades, Senator Cory Booker of New Jersey has been viewed as a future leader in the Democratic Party, a former Rhodes Scholar and Stanford football player who achieved national prominence as a mayor of Newark. I never heard of his ass in football. That's a fucking lie. That's a lie. He rode the bench, or he was like the towel boy or some shit like that. He didn't play. With a vibrant social media following and a Rolodex of influential donors on Wall Street and in Silicon Valley, that's exactly who you want support from in this climate, right? Hell yeah. Who supports you? Wall Street and Silicon Valley. Why don't you just say Hitler and ISIS? So he swept to election to Senate and gained a spot on the powerful Judiciary Committee. Ooh. In 2016, Hillary Clinton considered Mr. Booker as a potential running mate And last winter, he took a step many Democrats had predicted, announcing a presidential bid built around a message of national unity. Spartacus. But on Monday, that promise remained unfulfilled as Mr. Booker ended his campaign for the White House after nearly a year of grinding work on a campaign that yielded only low-digit polling, lackluster fundraising, and a surprising inability to electrify the broader electorate. In layman's terms, folks, he lost to Vermin Supreme, and I love it. I got in this race to win, man. You didn't do that. And I've always said I wouldn't continue if there was no longer a path to victory. Well, you never should have started. Mr. Booker said in a statement to supporters, it's with a full, listen, man. Okay. The Democrats have have nominated their one black guy. The quota's been met. Okay. You can't call them racist anymore. They nominated their black guy. They're wanting to send you a message. There's no room for you. Okay. At least they got one, though. The departure of Mr. Booker, 50, he's 50? Holy shit. From a crowded Democratic field, heralded at the outset as the most diverse in history, leaves just one African-American, Deval Patrick, who I've never heard of, vying for the nomination in a party where black voters are an essential block of the Democratic base. Yeah, I don't know who Deval Patrick is. His name's Devil, though, so you probably not a good idea to vote for him. Just based off previous. Mr. Booker often made his case for the presidency through his biography as a black man whose family had to overcome racist housing discrimination in New Jersey, and as a mayor of a predominantly black city who saw the harm caused by hardline criminal justice laws. And all he did was increase them. Throughout his campaign, Mr. Booker cast a spotlight on his adopted home city. He spoke of witnessing shootings on the same street corner where he currently lived, and of lives of young men in Newark ruined over low-level drug crimes like marijuana possession. He frequently said on the debate stage and on the stump that he was the only candidate who lives in a low-income black and brown community. Yeah, okay, yeah. He lives next to it in a fucking gated community. Like, everything's about perspective. Warren Buffett's 10 minutes from North Omaha. That doesn't mean he lives there. Like, Jesus Christ. It's all about perspective, yeah. Yeah, I live in a black community, a black low-income community. You know what? Yeah, in a gated community right next door, right, with armed security patrolling 24/7. I don't think Cory Booker lives in a studio apartment out in the street, in the slums of Newark. I mean, I'm going to call bullshit on that one. Okay, I'm going to call bullshit. Let's see. Reforms he made in Newark, from schools to policing, framed the backbone of his policies. Though he was criticized for lapses by the police department in a controversial charter schools effort that did not lead to immediate improvements. He began his campaign last February 1st, the first day of Black History Month. What a fucking grandstanding little bitch. When's Italian History Month? That's when I'm going to announce my candidacy. With a clarion call for unity in a deeply polarized time. He was unrelenting in his optimism and his push for love and healing, a message he stubbornly pushed throughout the primary, even as it consistently fell flat with voters energized by a fervent dislike of President Trump. That's the thing, man. You can't sell hope and win in 2020 in America. You just can't do it. You can't run a campaign on hope. It doesn't work. People want to be scared, and maybe you call it black pilling, maybe you call this negative, but that's just the reality. I mean, nobody liked Hillary Clinton or Donald Trump. Of course they didn't. They voted for one or the other because they were scared of the other one. That's all there is to it. It is nearly impossible to sell a campaign on hope. Obama's campaign motto was hope, and that motherfucker still ran on fear. Okay? People are going to vote for whoever the Democrat is because they're not Donald Trump. People are going to vote for Donald Trump because the Democrat's going to be sold as the second coming of Joseph Stalin, and Trump's going to be sold as the second coming of Hitler, and yada, yada, yada. The same bullshit cycle will repeat itself. You won't actually have a candidate on either side people are excited about. You're just going to have a candidate that's less dislikable than the other one. Let's see. Campaign suffered from factors beyond its control in a historically diverse field. Mr. Booker struggled for attention amid the excitement of new candidates like Senator Kamala Harris from California, who had allowed voters to imagine a black woman as president, or meet Mayor Pete Buttigieg, still having trouble pronouncing that one, South Bend, Indiana, whose campaign as an openly gay man is historic. And this shit pisses me off too. Why don't you run on your ideas? I don't give a fuck that you're gay. I don't give a fuck that you're a black woman. Well, give me some ideas. Don't pitch, oh, I look different than him, that's why I should be president. You know what? That's not a good sell. There's no one else running for president that looks like a fucking Oompa Loompa. So maybe I should go vote for Trump. That's pretty diverse. Stop selling me on how you look. Start selling me on what you want to do. Well, let's do that, okay? If you tell, look, I won't vote Democrat. I also won't vote Republican. But if one of them were to come out and be like, hey, you know, you may not agree with me on this, this, and this, but we're going to pull the troops out of the Middle East. Or we're going to end the war on drugs. Something like that. If you can throw me some bait, maybe I'll be like, oh, okay, I'll listen to you. You'll at least bring me to the table. Don't sell me on how you look. I'm tired of identity politics. I don't give a shit that you're a black trans woman. Okay, that's not why I'm going to vote for you. If you have good ideas, then maybe I will. But if your whole campaign is I look different than everybody else, I don't want to fucking hear about it. Pretty soon, old white men are going to be a dying politician. They're going to look different from everybody else. So I need to vote for an old white man then? My God. All right, let's go on to story number 3 before I get even more mad. Here we go. Conservative moms group slams Burger King for using the D word in commercial. It's not dick. Activist conservative group 1 Million Moms is taking aim at Burger King. Okay, here's my thing. Anytime, look at the groups. Mothers Against Hard Rock, Mothers Against Guns, Mothers Against Drunk Driving. Guys, if mothers are against something, chances are it's pretty fucking fun. Okay? All right, so now we got these moms against Burger King for using what it calls the D word in a commercial promoting the non-meat Impossible Whopper. What they should be upset about is nobody knows what the fuck goes into that Whopper, and they're either putting it in their body. So, I mean, there's that. And the ad, a group of people taste test the plant-based patty that has been a hit for the fast food company. With a mouthful of food, one man says, "Damn, that's good." Oh, how dare he? The ad was posted online in August when Burger King began sales at stores nationwide. But on Friday, 1 Million Moms posted a press release criticizing the use of the D word in the commercial. And this is fucking rich. I actually did read this today or yesterday. 1 Million Moms finds this highly inappropriate. When responding to the taste test, he didn't have to curse, or if in fact it was a real and unscripted interview in which the man was not an actor, then Burger King could have simply chosen to edit the profanity out of the commercial, the group said in a press release. Let me put it this way. We're in 2020. Okay? Curse words don't hurt anybody. If you're offended by curse words, you're a pussy-ass little fucking bitch, okay? I just want to get that out there. It's a fucking word. It's not even a bad one. Not even close. Like, if you think damn is a bad word, chances are you've probably already tuned out by now. So I'm not worried. I'm not really even addressing you. I'm kind of just ranting at this point. But we literally... They're mad that they used the word damn. These are the same people that blamed Marilyn Manson for Columbine, that blame rap music for violence, video games for violence, just stupid shit. Just people, unemployed suburban housewives who have nothing better to do than bitch about shit. They go 5 under the speed limit in their, little 2007 Toyota minivan. And they have no regard. They take 5 minutes at the Starbucks line. They have even though you're clearly dressed in a suit, you're on lunch or, trying to rush to get to work. They don't fucking care that you're behind them. But they did no regard for anybody else's time. But the second they have to wait in line for more than like 2 minutes in a customer service setting, they lose their fucking shit. These are the people I'm talking about. Unemployed suburban housewives with nothing better to do than bitch. After they get done homeschooling their kids and they go to their jobs at Chick-fil-A, and I have nothing wrong with homeschooling. This is just the stereotype. I'd actually prefer you homeschool your kids. But this is just the stereotype of these women, right? Of these moms. That they have nothing better to do than bitch and just take things that are fun away from other people. They're just as bad as the boomers, okay? I'm tired of it. Like, they're so easy to fool. It's just like the boomers. Like I said, was I on this show or my other show last week, where I said all you have to do is get one major media outlet to pick up the fucking story and boomers will fall for it. Christian moms are the same fucking way. Okay? And I don't hate anyone for their religion. I've had pastors on my show. I've had my best friend's Jewish. I don't give a fuck what your religion is. The second you start shoving it down my throat, okay? Religion's like a cock. It's fine to have it and fine to be proud of it. Some are bigger and more obnoxious than others. They might hurt a little bit more, but don't go around shoving it down people's throats. And for fuck's sake, don't stick it in a kid's face. That's where we're going to end it. We've ended it on priest rape jokes twice now that I've done these news articles. So I like the trend this is going in. I really want to hit home that the Catholics are rapists. So we'll end it on this. I've got a show coming up this Saturday, January. I almost said June. I fucking wish. January 18th. Never Too Late to Laugh, presented by I-29 Comedy. I will be there along with Zach Peterson and a couple other funny motherfuckers at right off 36th and Farnham, Big Canvas Theater, 11 p.m. It's like $8 or $9 to get in. Just go. January 31st, I will be with Mr. Z. I'll be hosting Comedy and Chaos. Mr. Z, a big friend of this show. You can come see us there. Fucking $8 for that. What else do I got for you guys? I think that's actually it. I'm trying to think. That's all the shows I got. Oh, yeah. Like my podcast, Bread and Circuses by Big Bill Media. Got another one coming out. It's called Deepest Thoughts with Caleb Salvatore. I am Caleb Salvatore. Lots of stand-up dates coming soon. You got nothing else to do January 25th? Come cheer for me. We need to pump the laughs in at this stand-up competition I'm competing in. So I think I'm pretty funny. You probably will too. If you stuck with me throughout this whole thing, my comedy only gets more raunchy than this. This is pretty fucking watered down. So, all right, motherfuckers. Peace out.